Straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Shoot. Check 24, check 24.
On 2nd down, Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
To the air again, Newton.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Falcons' 46-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
That's it. 780. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch out, watch out. Check, hop on. Check safety, check safety.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That's it. Right to the 3. 45. Hey, let's get this, get this.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag. Down. So let's see what this is about. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Hey, express! Right there. 54, Mike. Army. Hey, Foxtrot.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brian Burns able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Great.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton airing it out for Olsen. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey! Switch! 8!
To throw again on second down. Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Hogan. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at the 20.
Check it out,
20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon first down yet again.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
No such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Ready.
Check, 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check it backer, check it backer.
Got it.
Me. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike
51, down.
3 ball. Kill.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Stop your whining.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
51, Sam! Get out!
After the interception, here's Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Gerald McCoy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
51! 50 up!
Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Great. I got it.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Oh, deck.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gun. Hey!
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Echo.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always talk, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's it. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. 8. Check 37.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself,